Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Virgo for the month of December, including late November 2025. So hello there, Virgo. We are currently in the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. We're literally upon it. It's going to happen in, I think, 3 days. Yes, 3 days. So Sagittarius energy is all about action, forward movement, positivity, just getting things done, cracking on with whatever it is you have to crack on with. You are in your third house of communication, study, neighbours, siblings. Watch out for that. Leading up to Christmas, there could be a few bits and bobs there with people. It's always a bit fraught, especially with siblings, and neighbours can sometimes be a bit trying. Okay, so third house, communication, basically. A lot of learning. It's sort of a spiritual learning. Number 2, number 3 as well, number 3. So if you're studying or something like that, or sort of, you know, journeying into something that you're learning and that's going to bring you achievement later on, it's a good time to crack on with a bit extra work there. Okay, so that's it. And then finally, the housekeeping is like, subscribe, comment to build this channel, and thank you. That's all that is. So energy around is the Tower. So something, this is a major card, so when we get major cards, you know, Virgo, that it's a major happening in your life. Some structure. There's some kind of structure here, as you can see in the image, that this building is on fire. It's old, it's decrepit, it's dilapidated. People are jumping out of windows left, right and centre, so it's no longer sustainable. Now you can think of this figuratively if it may be an organisation that you're working for, that you've been thinking, oh my God, you know, this is just a crumbling mess. Or it could be just something, a way of doing things, or something that you've been doing that no longer sustains you because it's sort of outmoded. I kind of relate it to use by date. We're not going to go in and use something that's got used by date like last month, are we? And this is sort of like a big use by date. So some structure in your life needs to be sort of razed to the ground and rebuilt. But it's good because it's in the third house, so therefore you will gain a lot more for doing that. So just hark at that, Virgo, because it's important. And whenever we get a big card, a major card, it's an important signpost to say, well, this is your way forward. You can either cling on to it, or you can move, discard, or raise it to the ground and start again. But you know what I mean. It's going to be different for each and every one of you, but basically, generally, there's something there very important. Okay, so where you are right now, you have the King of Cups. So King of Cups is all about emotions. It's very much a Scorpio card, so diving deep into your emotional stuff. We've just come out of Scorpio as well. Well, we're still in it actually as I speak today. So, you know, often in Scorpio, it's quite an uncomfortable sign because people's emotion or old treasure, so to speak, that's been buried or sunk to the bottom of the ocean has a tendency to sort of rise to the top and force us to deal with it. So it's a lot about that. Now, this is a male energy, obviously, so we're talking to male, female, whatever. We're talking about, you know, not letting these, or this time of year sort of pull you under. It's about looking at these things and addressing them even though they're painful, and then they tend to sort of disappear or dissolve because you've actually looked at them. So this is sitting here. It may be a member of your family that you're kind of a bit like, oh my God, you know, the emotional wreckage of this person. But then again, that's time for you to sort of pay a bit of attention to that. Or there again, it could be talking about an aspect of yourself and your emotions that have been sort of, not really unearthed, but have come to the surface. in the last 4 weeks that we've had. Enough said. Okay. The influencing card, and this card will influence the rest of the reading, is the Four of Swords. So Swords talks about mental energy. So the Four of Swords is asking you to take a step back and just observe. It's time for a bit of a rest, figuratively. I mean, you're still working, you're still doing your day job, but it's about a time to sort of just go into your life and just watch things and take note of what's coming up for you, what you need to do. It's very much a solitary time, even though you can be in amongst a crowd or family, but you still need to sort of dig deep once again to sort of distance yourself from stuff, from involving yourself in stuff, and just having that sort of rest and respite from the year, basically, we could say, because we are in the 11th month moving to the 12th. So it's a time of accumulation and of, can't think of the word, reflection, that reflection word. Okay, so there you go. Do that, Virgo. And you would do that quite easily because you are sort of quite concerned. You're very aware of your health and what you should do and how everything works in your body, etc. Okay, so let's look in the past, in the background. So this would have been October, November time. I like to keep them quite current and tight because otherwise, or it could mean the whole year, but it's up to you to ascertain what is what. Okay, so let's see what was going on there and still current today. So we have the Chariot. So a lot of emotional discipline this last bit of the past, or maybe all year for some of you, very much emotional discipline. It's a travel card, obviously, because it's a chariot with 2 horses pulling it. And the skill of the charioteer is to keep those horses in alignment. And we all know, with everything, projects, etc., that we embark upon, sometimes it does go a bit off the rails, or, so to speak. I call it the road trip card, and it's about, making sure you've got everything before you go on your road trip, so you don't break down, you don't run out of petrol, you don't run out of oil, you don't run out of water. So, but it's a bit like that in life too. We need that emotional discipline to keep things on an even keel. And yeah, we're human, so we go off the rails here and there, and that's okay as long as we sort of drag ourselves back into alignment. So wonderful card, but that's still current. And so it's really important, that card too, because it's sort of saying to you, you're getting there, you're getting the hang of whatever it is, whatever projects or journey or path you're on. Okay, recent influences. And we have beautiful King of Pentacles, so very stable energy here. He is very much the mentor. He's the person that keeps everything together. He's a slow burn, this man. He isn't one, he's a bit very Virgoan, but he's actually Taurus, but they're all, earth people. So very much looks at projects with the longitude, really, of thinking, this is going to be an ongoing theme in my life, so I need to be committed and I need to just apply myself to this. And he is literally, I call him the master builder, because they have to be very skillful. And he's also very much a mentor. Now, there could be aspects of yourself that you're learning about as well, of how to just, plod along somehow. Some people these days, they want everything like a minute ago, and hence everyone's sort of like in chaos. But when you get him, the King of Pentacles, you can be assured that things will just move at a slower pace, but there will be a lot of achievement going with it. The lesson you're learning. Five of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles is another Pentacles, which is your sign, your element, sorry. You may feel a bit out of the loop at the moment. You may feel like standing on the outside looking in, and we all know that tune. Not really feeling like you're part of the group, but you're in the group, but there's something a bit sort of, not off, but there's something, it's almost feeling not included or not wanting to be included at this present time. So don't be concerned, Virgo, if you're feeling like that. Especially at this time of year, there's all this parties and people celebrating and Christmas and all this, and people, you have to be happy, you have to be jolly, you have to be all these things, and it doesn't sort of really correlate or sort of work out that way because, sometimes we just don't feel that vibe. So go with that and just go, okay, yeah, this is how I'm going to feel. And I will master the lesson of the Five of Pentacles. So the fives also indicate change. You're sort of on the crest of a wave with change. So you need, in order to do that change, sometimes we need to stand apart from the crowd and just acknowledge to ourselves how we're actually feeling about it. And it's not a time of sharing and saying, oh, this is how I feel. No, it isn't. And Virgos are usually very detailed and very sort of thorough. They don't, in my experience, the ones I know, they don't tend to overshare. They just get on with it. Okay, near future. Yeah, 9 of Wands, so there's a bit of a feeling here too. As I can see, there's a journey going on here, or a project ongoing here, and these cards are all coming to sort of support you to say, yeah, you will get over the line even though you may not feel like it. And this is sort of really, this answers why you have to be sort of Four of Swords-ish. You have to be taking a bit of a rest or literally a step back, not sort of really wasting energy on, trying to be the best and trying to, get everything done. It's a time of sort of just getting through things. And also knowing that every beginning has a middle and an end. You're nearly at the end of this what do you call it? Not journey, but project or study or whatever it is that you've been doing. It's nearly at the end and you're feeling like exhausted and like, I won't get over the line. But 9 of Wands always comes through to say, yes, you will. And plus it's a fire card and we are in fire energy in Sagittarius, so that is available. There's lots of energy available to get things finished. Okay, let's see what's happening that you're not realising. 6 of Swords, sorry. So this is a card of, smooth sailing is coming. Even though with this you're feeling like, the marathon's 42 Ks and you're at 41 going, I'm not going to cross that line. And this is saying, well, you will, and then you can cruise for a while. So the last sort of, week of November may be a bit challenging energetically, but then suddenly you hit December and full Sagittarius fire and you'll be going, cruising, easy breezy, thank God for that, and your mind will be clear. So amazing. So smooth seas ahead. It's also a travel card too, so it indicates a travel through experiences, a travel through, your journey, whatever that is, or your project. So it's very encouraging. Now we're going to look at how others see you. Oh, the beautiful Page of Cups. Children, spark of love, a bit of emotional spark coming back here, especially at the end of the year where we're sort of, okay, we can relax a little bit, as this 6 of Swords says, and then you can sort of get your mojo back for your emotional relationships, and that spark comes back because it's more relaxed and things are easier, and you're like, yeah, okay, let's go. Let's have a nice time and rekindle those emotional relationships or a particular relationship that, you know, obviously during the year we're all busy doing our own stuff, and sometimes, you know, the emotional life goes to the back of the queue. But that's lovely too, and it's very sort of, yeah, it's heartening that other people see that in you. Let's see what you're feeling positive about. Our beautiful Six of Pentacles, caring and sharing the load, 50-50, relationships and everything else. Beautiful card. It really indicates a nice balance in your giving and taking in your relationships, and you know that, even though, you know, there have been struggles obviously, and exhaustion and tiredness and deadlines, you've still maintained this balance. Of course you have, Virgo. Beautiful card. So feel thankful for that as well, Virgo. You know, you do things very well sometimes, and we're all so jealous of you. Okay, the outcome. And we have the Knight of Cups, so romance coming back in, bit of romance, bit of fun, bit of, you know, just having a great time, doing nice things for your partner, or for, you may meet someone new. It mightn't be lasting for those single people, but it is, you know, just a bit of a, what's the word, a bit of a hit for you, just to say, oh yeah, wow, this is great, where's this going? It's romantic, it's nice, it's easy. But just a word too, it's very idealistic, like, you know, this kind of love is idealistic. And he's only a knight, so he's sort of immature, so he's in love with the idea of love, which is great. But then we've got to integrate that into the actual harsh reality of life. So enjoy that time as it comes along, whether you're together with someone or whether you're single. Just enjoy that time, because even partnerships sort of lack a bit sometimes, and it's usually the women that complain, but that's life. We can't live in that bubble forever. Thanks so much for listening, Virgo, and I hope you have a very good 4 weeks. Until next time.